Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome to team meeting. Gave you a few extra minutes there for people to get settled in. Oh, of course, as soon as we turn the music down. Oh, there's Barbara. Hi, you're back. Fully renewed? All right. That is a blessing. Hey, Barbara, you want the mic? Barbara, do you like the mic here in just a minute? Awesome. Welcome in. Welcome to team meeting. Day before Red Day. I would normally say big day today, but the big day is tomorrow for this week. That's for sure. See, I just got Brad. You can give me that 20 bucks later.
How you doing?
Sweet. Love it. Yeah, it's giving back anyway, right? So you should be giving to me. Yeah. Right. Yes, I will happily accept. Awesome. Love it. Love it. We got some pretty cool things for you today. What I truly believe is a highly impactful, relevant conversation today with an individual that can give us quite a bit of insight. But let's start rolling for today. So as we start, usually, who's got something good to share? Nobody. Good. Let's keep going. No, I'm just kidding. Who's got something good to share? Oh, you got something good? Oh, who's got something good? Here we go. All right, Sherry. Sherry's always got something good.
Bad, but good.
Okay.
Well, no, but
Not bad is
seriously-
good, right? Not bad is good.
Well, but it's relevant to the times we're in right
Okay,
now.
tell me more. That's gonna be awesome.
Okay, I have a client. We closed 3 weeks ago. They were going to go ahead and lease their home that they were living in previously, okay? But then when they put the numbers together, they were going to be donating $450 extra a month to lease their house.
Hmm.
And he said, Sherry, I can't justify this. And so I'm putting their house on the market this weekend. It'll sell quickly. It's adorable. And they will have a nice wad of cash to go ahead and invest in another way.
That's awesome. I love
So,
it.
but so that's why I say it's sad, but good. Good for me. But you know what I mean?
Well, not necessarily, right? Like the reality, I think, is the fact that they have you, right?
Yeah,
To counsel
right.
them in that situation. And I'm going to hold that thought since we're taking bucket fills, but I'd love for you to join us in the conversation as well later on because it's relevant to
Yes,
what we're
sir.
going to talk about today. So I love it. I love it. Yes, Wendy, what you got?
Good morning, family.
Okay.
Okay, so I have my first $1.2 million listing up in Weimar.
I like how she said her first
So this is not my first, but this is my first KW Southwest
million.
1.2 million.
Yeah.
And it's up in Weimar. And do you know where Weimar is? Anybody? Okay. So anyways, country property, 29 acres, gorgeous property. So if you know of anyone looking to purchase property like that, give me a call.
Awesome. Love it.
Is there a house on
Oh, yes, a house as well. Yeah.
Yes. I love it. That's awesome. And in all fairness, your previous $1.2 million listing was probably like 1,600 square feet, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, where is Weimar? Educate us. Okay. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, San Antonio, Austin. Yeah. Okay, in between. Yeah.
Sausages out there.
Okay. Look at that. All kinds of learning. All right, who else? Who else got something good? Anybody online? Probably always got something good. Anybody else? Oh, going once? Okay.
Okay, so there was a lot of learning that I had to do because I'm new to Texas, right? So there was a lot of learning that I had to do on my own as far as finding out farm and land, mineral rights, all those things. And if you're new in this industry, I've been 11 years now almost and new to Texas. So I had to learn Texas ways, learn Texas laws. So don't stop learning. Find out if you don't, ask me because I'll share. I love helping people.
Love it. Thank you so much. Coming from contribution and always be learning based. Sound advice. Oh, now look at a lot of hands just went up.
Hi, I'm Krishan. I just started with Keller Williams Southwest maybe about a month ago. So I've been going through the PC coaching, and I just wanted to share that one of the classes that I took, it was a marketing class. I don't know who taught the class, but they did a great job with the class.
Yeah,
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. No, it wasn't you, Greg.
Oh, now it's interesting. It
I'm
wasn't you.
sorry.
Ah, yes, tell me more.
I did take his class, and his class was great as well. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wish I could remember who she was, but
Oh, geez.
she gave some
Yeah.
advice to go into the MLS in your area and email all of the realtors that have maybe brokerages in other cities, and they may want to send leads to you. So I did that, and I ended up with 2 rentals from her suggestion.
How cool. It's awesome. I love it. Anybody else? Going once. Going twice. All right, let's keep rolling. What do we got? All right, upcoming events. Well, the big one is centered around tomorrow, right? Red Day. How many's going Red Day tomorrow?
Woo! Oh,
I'm hoping, yes, thank you, please. Awesome. So, oh, you're already coming up to talk?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Hey, Red Day.
Hi, I'm just gonna hold it.
I was about to say, you should-
All right, so I'm just kidding. So Red Day is tomorrow. If you signed up already, you should have gotten a reminder from Sign Up Genius. You also got a reminder from me about 30 minutes ago. Thank you to our sponsors, and we're going to be talking more about them tomorrow as well. But they're going to be providing breakfast and lunch and snacks and some supplies. So we've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of work that needs to happen. But thank you guys for all signing up, those that have done it already. If you haven't,
You're fired.
it's not too late.
Oh, sorry.
You're fired. Jeez Louise.
Can
I
we do
didn't
that?
even know you
I don't
could
think
do
we can do
that.
that.
I don't think you can do that. So still sign up. This is the QR code if you haven't done so already. And we are going to have an opportunity. We're going to have video out there thanks to Agent Marketing Desk and Greg. We're going to have photos with Norman and the a photo op at 12:15. So stick around for lunch and make sure that we are getting that photo op, making sure that you guys are using that for your social media as well, while also doing a lot of good work. Last thing, t-shirt. Look how good I look. Look, it's got stuff on the back too. I should have been a model. Thank you. Thank you. So if you don't have a Red Day t-shirt, see the front desk. They're $15.
$15.
We have some. It's very limited quantity. Okay, so limited quantities, but she will have some for those of you online there tomorrow. If you do not have one, if you did not get a chance to get one, wear a red t-shirt, preferably with KW on it, but wear a red t-shirt. There's going to be a lot of photos, a lot of video, and you don't want to be the weird one in the blue. So, all right, sounds good.
That's very true. I love it. I love it. And just a recap for some of our newer agents or newer individuals here, or because I'm not sure if it's been said in the last couple of weeks, right? So what is Red Day? Right? One major thing that makes us special and us different here at Keller Williams, right, is that it's not just about the business, right? It's about the culture and it's about community and it's about us giving back to our community. And it's been a pledge that we have, without going over the history, that, hey, once a year as a company, as a community, nationwide, now worldwide and global, today or tomorrow is the day of the year that we give back to our community as an office and as a company, right? And that's what Red Day is, and that is what we are doing tomorrow. So theoretically, each of us are supposed to be putting most, if not all of our business down for one day to give back to the community, all right? And that's just something that makes this company extremely different and extremely special, all right? So I hope you all are all in. Awesome. All right, what else do we got? How to personalize Canva templates at the Signature office is May 13th. AI-powered real estate marketing with, are you teaching, and Greg, are you teaching it?
Yeah.
Oh, all three of those. Great. Okay. May 19th is all Greg. Okay. So that's on May 19th. You should have a pretty good crowd because we actually advertised it at Champion School of Real Estate as well and invited everybody if anybody wanted to come check it out. So it should be a pretty exciting and packed class with for nothing but rave reviews about that. And then agent eventing marketing session. You want to just, are you talking about all this? Oh, evening. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, agent evening marketing sessions. That's awesome for those of you dual careers out there, or maybe you can't make it during the day. That's an evening session for you. And then on May 29th, we have the YP Summit in Chicago. It's, let me try to remember, it's cheaper than family reunion. It's a great place to network. Yeah.
Actually, I have more things to talk about, actually.
Come on.
Since you brought me up, thank you so much.
I love how you start your own clap. Okay.
Listen, you gotta teach people how to treat you. Anyways,
That you're still a work in progress.
there we go. Well, no, actually, I want to talk about our next local event, which
Okay.
is Boots on the Ground. So that is going to be our mixer. Location is TBD. And we are looking to partner up with some great sponsors to give you guys great access as well for that event. So again, that event will be most likely, I believe, at the KW Met when we last spoke about that as well, June 20th at 6 p.m. So that one is open. It's free for all members, and there's a $25 fee at the door as well. But again, we're doing drinks, door prizes as well. Food is included as well in that as too. So,
Okay, cool.
yes. And then we are also doing our own kickball league for YP as well.
Woo.
That is actually going to be sponsored by YP. So that is something that we're looking to garner people in as well. So if you'd like more information, come find me and let's talk about how we can make your business more youthful and more vibrant. Awesome.
Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Awesome. All right. You want to come up here, Matthew? BioSweep Services. Tell us all about you. Thank you for being our lunch sponsor.
Hey guys, doing? My name is Matthew with BioSweep.
You want to come in
I
front of the
am-
microphone?
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
Hello.
Yep, you're good.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually, he's gonna be an amazing person and walk around for me.
Always amazing.
Doing a little gift card giveaway. Got $50 on a Visa. You can spend it on whatever you want. We usually do Home Depot, but giving y'all some freedom to go out and get some food or something like that, whatever y'all like. But yeah, drop your gift card or your business card in there and have a chance to win. So, but yeah, this is pretty much just a way to guarantee that I get y'all's names because man, I won't get a chance to meet every single one of y'all, and it'll take too long to go around the room and be like, "Hi, my name is this, and I do this." But pretty much here at BioSweep, we specialize in odor removal. My guy over there, his name is Otis. He is our freaking every single month. He is a striving coworker of mine. I love him to death. He is our ozone machine. So pretty much what he does is he pulls air through the bottom. It is going to pull it through the filter, which is going to be an ultraviolet spinning light. Sounds crazy, but it emits a three-stage it emits a three-stage process of ozone, hydroxyl, and hydrogen peroxide. Sounds a little bit complex, but it's really simple of where hydrogen peroxide and our ozone is going to disinfect and also refresh that home. So we were very popular in COVID when people were moving out of their homes and nobody's going to want to buy a home that could have had something in it. Everybody was superstitious about it. So we came in, did a reset of the home with our Mr. Otis over here, and that home got sold very, very quickly. So we're also very specialized in, cigarettes and a whole bunch of different other odors. Have y'all ever come in contact with any crazy odors? Yeah, what do y'all
Give me
see? What
one
do
or
y'all
two.
see mostly? We?
No, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we do probably a weed one. Airbnb loves us, so people love to do whatever they want in Airbnbs. So that's a good one. What was your name? Momshi. That's a beautiful name, man. Anybody else? Pet smells. Yes. Dogs, they come inside, they literally just shake, and then it's called dander. We have dandruff, dogs have dander. Pretty much it is that clings onto the carpets. So what we will do is we come through, we'll fluff the carpets up to make sure all the fibers are exposed to our ozone. It is what we call a dry vapor. It's going to go everywhere. So it's not going to be stopped by this being on top of this or something. It's going to get under that. It's going to go through the carpet fibers. It's going to go through the paint on your drywall. It's going to break down at the molecule level and filter out that smell. So instead of just masking it with a tiny ozone machine or some sort of, people use smoke bombs in cars. We do everything. So any sort of smells that y'all come in contact with, we can help y'all out. We are a very quick 3-stage process. We come in, we're going to do our pre-treatment. It's going to take us a few hours. We're going to spray the walls with our natural serum CU is what we call it. It helps the hydrogen peroxide grab onto the molecule level and pull out. That is going to be about a few hours. We're going to set the treatment up overnight, assess in the morning, and we could be done possibly that next day. So a home that you had a person walk out from a open house because the house smelled like urine, that house is now perfect on the market and sold within the next week because it no longer stinks. Sugarland has a lot of higher class people and that don't like smells. I don't like smells, and I live in an apartment. I could not I could not deal with the cigarette smell in my brand new home. So it helps y'all take care instead of repainting, which will seal that cigarette smell into the wall and could come out in our Texas heat. So that client's gonna call you back in a few months saying, "Hey, my home smells like cigarettes. What the heck?" We can help y'all avoid that. But yeah, it's a quick three-stage process, 3-4 days, and that home is right back on the market. It's a very, very nice alternative to ripping it down a drywall or changing door frames, where we can treat for urine on door frames. We can treat for stuff in the carpet. We do. I've seen ceilings that are orange from nicotine over 20 years of smoking. We'll come in, make you that. Literally, you think the walls and ceilings are orange. We clean them. They're ice white. No longer smells like cigarettes. We've done things from 30 years of cigar smoking in a house. So we are capable to treat whatever y'all like. Do y'all have any questions? I'll get out your hair. Yes, ma'am. So we treat we price square footage wise. So we try to stay with under 50 to 60 cents per square foot. Say it's a 2,000 square foot home, we try to keep it under 1,000. We're gonna come in, treat every single wall, floor, ceiling of your property, and then do a 24-hour treatment and knock it out within 3 days. So it is a little bit. It is on the costly side, but it's going to save you time and money in the long run, instead of having a little box ozone machine in there for 2 weeks, hoping that cigarette smell fades away long enough that somebody doesn't notice it when they buy the property. Everywhere. We are here in Houston, where we own Houston and Austin. We've done Galveston, we've done Bay Area, wherever y'all need us, we will be there. Might charge a little extra if you make me drive to Timbuktu, but we will be there. Any other questions? Just one room? So yeah, we can contain that room. I'll put, like, say we want to do y'all's lunchroom right there. I would contain the doors, seal off everything to where nothing is going to be spreading into other rooms. We also do apartments, so we have to contain so where that ozone doesn't get into that next apartment and hurt that person, because nobody's allowed to be in the treatment zone while we're treating, because you can't really breathe in ozone as easily. But yes, we do.
Dog smell, and is that smoke?
Yes, dog smell. I've cut out 45 end of door frames because this dog just went around and peed on every single one. So we do renovations, so we will demo and we'll make it to where that smell is gone.
Cool.
Anybody else?
Awesome.
Take a-
Are you gonna still be around, or are you
Yeah.
Heading out? Okay,
Hanging
all
out
right.
and-
So people can probably.
Yeah, I
after.
got food for y'all, so please
Thank
help
you for that.
yourself. If y'all have any questions, just let me know. And if you don't have your card in here yet, does anybody not put their card in?
Somebody not like $50?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
shoot, I'll take it. But, cool. Thank you,
Thank you,
guys. I
buddy. Appreciate
y'all's
you.
time.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you for being here. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. Oh, you had some cool slides?
Just kind of what puts us apart from other people. I can email this to y'all.
That would be great.
Y'all need. But yeah, pretty much just putting us apart from other people.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. All right, all right.
Like,
Good.
how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Cool. So my name is Greg Sanford. I'm your marketing director here at the office. So basically providing you with marketing consultation, resources and services, and all the complimentary marketing you receive. So, I'm always a pleasure to be able to help you guys. I'm gonna give you a quick updates and some just resources that you may or may not know. So I wanna make sure you guys are aware of it. First, so I know many of you should know, or maybe don't know, you can create an open house flyer in KW Command.
Wait, what? Oh,
Some people don't know that, right? So you can create one where it's actually an 8.5 by 11, so something that you could print, and you can also create one that you can use on social media. So I have a quick video that actually shows you how to create an open house flyer in KW Command, because I know sometimes it's like, if you don't do it often, you may forget how to find it. So this video actually shows you how to do it, go step by step. So that's for open house flyers. I know, I see someone scanning it. Got it. Cool. And the same thing for listing presentations. So you may not know there are multiple listing presentation templates available in KW Command. So this video also helps you guide you to find that listing presentation. It's very helpful. It's a really good template. I know some of the challenges you might have is because it's like 30 pages long. You do not need a 30-page listing presentation, but there's a certain page. The idea is to keep the pages that you're actually going to use, right? So like if there's specific talking points that you're going to use in your listing presentation or during your appointments, that's what you should include. In addition, you can always include the complimentary marketing service we provide for all your listings. So, which is social media, circle prospecting, because, you know, we do an email campaign in the neighborhood to announce your listings, things like that, a dedicated website for your listings. You can actually include that in your listing presentation. So if you need help with that, of course, you could reach out to me or anyone in leadership, but I want to make sure you know that's another video on the listing presentation. I know we kind of mentioned this in the beginning. I'm teaching the Canva class. It's going to be next week. So that's at KW Signature. So expecting a big group. So I think we have like 70+ people registered for it. So definitely something you should attend. I'm going to go through like again, how to create flyers, social media flyers, how to use some of the premium features that you may not be aware exist on Canva. So I'm gonna go from beginner to intermediate to advanced. Also, I'm gonna provide you with up to 20 templates that you can use on your own. So these are gonna be 20 templates you can use with a free Canva account. Those templates include things like, hey, you're hosting a seminar for buyers or for sellers. I have a template for that. I have a template for, you know, for listings. I have a template for open houses, things like that. So I'm now that all available for you. So this can be a really great class. If you're experienced with Canva, you should take it. If you're not experienced with Canva, you should take it. It's gonna be a great class. It's at KW Signature. That's next week, the 13th at 2 p.m. At Southwest, so this is in a couple weeks, teaching the AI class. So, you know, AI is like this. It changes every week, every 30 days, there's something new. So if you took one of my previous classes, everything I taught in that class is going to be completely different now, right? There's going to be so many different updates. There's so many new prompts. Some of the new design features that you can do in Canva is really high level now. So before, I think when I first did the first class, I would even advise you to use the image generation on ChatGPT. Now, you could create the most amazing looking flyers and content with ChatGPT now, right? So I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna go more in depth into some of the audio features, so actually talking to ChatGPT for role playing. So I'm gonna go into that as well. So if you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna go into that. And probably one of the biggest needs, I know all of you are creating videos on social media, right? Well, everyone? Okay, cool, like 3 people, right? So I'm actually gonna go into like, well, how do you create videos and using AI to assist you? So one is this video editing, so AI editing. So I've taught a bunch of agents this, and they've used it. I've seen agents getting listings because of them using this technology. So I'm gonna go into like, hey, how to use AI to generate videos. So one, where you're not even active participants. So I'm talking about you're not even recording yourself. I'm talking about completely AI generated videos. And I'm gonna go into AI editing. So some of you may, one of the biggest challenges with you doing videos, like, well, how do I edit it? I recorded myself and I want to look as good as possible. So there's a bunch of apps and systems that you can use to do AI editing, and it makes a big difference, right? So if you never used it before, or if you have used it before, I'm gonna go into it. The class is gonna be about like 2 hours long, so I'm gonna go into depth, and then I'm also provide you guys once again with more prompts that if you don't have, I'm gonna go into that, and then multiple apps. So I'm gonna go into about like 6 different apps for AI. So definitely want to attend it, and I have my evening session, so that's the 21st. I know it's great for dual career agents, but I have agents from everywhere take it. So like normally it's a pretty good audience. Last time I think we had like 30 people attending online. So it's at 6 p.m. So if you're new or experienced and you just have general questions on marketing, so I go through the marketing in command, I go through all the services that we have in the office, and I also do some Q&A. So if you have just general questions about farming, things like that, I go through all those different things. Last thing, who here is their first team meeting here at Southwest? We have 1, 2.
There's a couple.
We're getting high. It's kind of like the guy acting shy. We have 2 people. All right, cool. So you guys get a free open house sign. So thank you for joining KW Southwest. Thank you. That's all I got.
Look at that. You got a sign for you and a sign for you. Yeah, I know. No sign for me. What the heck? All right, you can Norm, you can cut this off now. Like that'd be awesome. Yeah. All right, huh? Yeah. No, it's, we don't need the screen share. Awesome. All right, let's get rolling. Or is it lunchtime yet? Oh, no, darn. All right, let's get rolling. So if you saw the subject for today, I had this little bit of a long line and then it said do the work, right? So the conversation that we want to continue today is that making sure we're providing you or having the conversations about what it's going to take to be successful in today's market. All right, so you're sensing a theme now that's what we want to make sure that we're supporting you on, right? I have a question here beforehand. How many of you have joined this industry or got licensed 2020 and later? Okay, I want to say that's most of you in this room. Okay, I could probably count maybe like 6 people. 5 or 6 are the only ones that didn't raise their hand. Okay, so the enlightening thing about that is that you have not seen a market like this in your entire career. Okay, that's the reality. If you joined this industry in 2020 or later, you have not seen what it was like prior to that. Okay, so that's the kind of enlightenment that we want to make sure we're giving you right now, because it's the reality of what it's going to take to be successful in this industry. All right, so today I wanted to focus primarily first on getting creative about getting business. All right, because is it more challenging as the days go on in getting new business? Yes or yes? It absolutely is, right? So how can we get creative about that? So today, I had asked Tara to join me. Come up here, Tara. I had asked Tara Flores to join me. Because I guess we're all just asking for our own collabs today, so it's pretty awesome, right? Because I wanted to make sure that I also had a conversation with somebody that was experienced in what I was looking to have a conversation about today. And that is, how can you create a sales pipeline, a real estate pipeline, through other interests that you have or other hobbies that you have or being a part of the community? How can you channel that passion that you have, right? Or something that you enjoy into building your real estate business, right? And Tara and Israel do that regularly. It's one of their lead gen pillars, is actually being active in their community and building a sales pipeline through that. You want to kind of go through that, or maybe tell us a little bit about you first and then go into that?
Yeah, I'm Tara Flores. Israel is my husband, and I don't know. where to
Unimportant, that's why he's not here today. Yeah.
I don't know where to start. So we actually, when we came into the business, we started on a team. So we were both buyer's agents on a team. And in 2018, we decided to make a change and leave the team. And so we started with 0 business again, completely started over. And so we had 2 boys to feed at home and we had a mortgage to pay. And we're like, what are we going to do? Like, how are we going to get business? So we actually started whenever we left the team, we did a launch happy hour. So we invited everybody that we knew and we said, hey, we would love your support. We've rebranded and we're the Flores home team now. So if you know of anybody that needs help, please reach out to us. But we did a happy hour. So we had a couple vendors help us and we invited everybody we knew and we had a happy hour and we said, this is us. So that was number one. That was one of the first things that we did. And the second thing we did is we actually had a neighbor that was listing his house and he wasn't using us. Darn, but we understood he had loyalty to another agent and we respect loyalty. So I went to that agent and I said, hey, he is our neighbor. We're both realtors. We just restarted our business. Do you mind if we hold this open house every weekend until you sell it? And he said, absolutely. This was before rule changes and all that now, but he said, absolutely. Do whatever you need to do. You can hold it open whenever you need to. And we did that for, I think, for a full month. We held it open every weekend for hours at a time. It was right next door. And that's how we got our first piece of business. We actually now, and we just started in the community. I'm like, where are we going to get our business? I'm mom. I have a little one that goes to elementary school. So I'm like, what can I do to get to know people better? We're going to start, I called expireds. I did that. We did open houses. That's a quick way to do it. We circle prospected, but I'm like, we live in a large neighborhood and there's 4,500 homes in the neighborhood. And I'm like, this is a small city. Like, we need to be involved in this and get business through this. So again, I did PTO with the little one. I went to every networking group that I could think of. There's a women's group. There's, Wine Wives group. So I just joined all the groups within my neighborhood. And it wasn't until and I started to get business. People started to recognize me. I was doing open houses in the neighborhood. My signs were everywhere. I have a magnet on my car. I was starting to get recognition, but I'm constantly going against these agents that have been there for 30 years. So, you know, and everybody has this in their neighborhood. They have a couple of agents or one agent that just dominates the neighborhood. And so, I was like, how do I get in there? So I just continued to do this thing. But I think it was in 2021 when Marty Miller came in here and I had an aha. And he told me to start a group in your neighborhood, a group page on Facebook, something that you love to do. And he said he started a Facebook group page, something that he loved to do. I can't remember what it was, but he started one, and
Yeah.
he
And
had
Katie.
he had people join it. It was in his neighborhood. He had people join it, and he marketed to these people. And I thought, I need to do that. So Israel and I thought of something. So we did a foodies group. So we love food, we love wine, we love all those things. So we said, let's start a foodies group. So we started this group, I think it was 2022 or something, started this group. We have over 800 members within the neighborhood. Now they're all in new territory. So 800 members from the community in our foodies group, and people are starting to recognize us. So they join the group, they have to live in new territory, and I start marketing to them. Whether I know them or not, I own that group. I can do whatever I want in that group. We do like giveaways. If there's a new restaurant in our neighborhood, we'll do a giveaway, we'll get their information. So now I'm involved in this and I'm marketing this. We do events. We do foodie events. So we have like an event calendar. And so we'll do a quarterly foodie event. It doesn't cost us a thing. We go to the park, we say, hey, bring your favorite dish. And we're all getting together. We may sponsor like drinks or something like that. It's very easy. And we're meeting people this way. And I found that I think last year I had 10 listings in the neighborhood, and this had a lot to do with this foodie group. I think 3 of them were from the foodie group that I had never met before, and I got transactions from it. So
I love that. Tell me a little bit about what you've learned that has nothing, or what you've learned or what you've embraced or what you've enjoyed that has nothing to do with real estate in this foodies group.
I think it's not only the foodies group. We do a lot of other things too in
You
the
do.
neighborhood. So we do a shred day, and
Yep.
that costs money, right? We don't always have all this money to give back to the community. I'm like, hey, I support you, you support me too, right? But we do a shred day every year. So we had over 100 cars. It was the same day as the Keller Williams one, but
It's funny
they
how that
li-
usually ends up working out,
every
right? It's
time.
like the same weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, over 100 cars. I'm out there handing them something and saying, what is your name? I'm Tara Flores. I may not be getting their information, but most of them already know who I am through all the other things that I do. And some people, they were like, this is our favorite day of the year. And I'm like, this is your favorite day of the year, like past your
You
birthday.
need to get out more.
Yeah, so they really appreciate that. There's, I think when we really didn't have any money and we were struggling in the very beginning, we went to, they do community events, like they do, movie in the pool. So they have a pool, they have the pool and you watch the movie in it. I don't even think we asked HOA. We just came with popsicles and ice cream and we just handed it out and talked. We didn't even get it
Approved.
approved.
Right. I remember Phil saying that.
Just try it and see if it works. And that's just talking to people and getting your name out. Most recently, taxes is really big right now. And so I put on there that I will help anybody find comps for their taxes. And so every year, people contact me and say, can you help me with this? And I do. So it's just, and they recognize that. I had one today and she said, we really appreciate everything that you do for the community. So it's just being a resource, anything that they need. I have a vendor list, and I love to support people that live in the neighborhood too. So all of my vendors, I've invited them to coffee, put them on my vendor list. And so we're doing business together, and most of them are new territory because that's what I like to support. So
I love that, right? And some of you, if you've been in Never Ending Referrals or any kind of conversations with me on that, right? That's that business to business relationships that you can build, right? Like I scratch my back, like if I scratch your back, you scratch mine, right? How can we collectively come together to help each other build our businesses, right? Because partnering together is going to provide more value for the consumer. So how can we do that? And how much is it costing us? How much is it costing you?
nothing.
Nothing.
A coffee. I mean, I like to get to know them. I like to meet them in person.
Sure.
I think that's more impactful. So
Mhm.
I'll invite them to coffee and we just talk and get to know each other, and then we're referring business to each other. So
I love it. I love it. All right. So a big play that I do want to make sure that we understand on this is when you said you started this foodies group in 2021, all right?
2021 or 2022, somewhere
Sure.
around there. Yeah.
Okay. How long before you started seeing relatively consistent business, real estate business from that?
Consistent?
Yeah.
I think consistency really started last year.
I had a feeling, right? So the reality is, guys, that it takes time. All right, don't give up. I'll give you my personal story, right? Because I'm very passionate about this avenue of lead generation, passive lead generation, right? It's because you are extremely passionate about or have an interest in whatever this is, right? For them, it's the foodies or being active and providing back for new territory, right? For my example is that, and a lot of you already know that I'm super involved with Little League Baseball in Siena. I'm on the board. I've been a coach in Siena baseball since before I became even real estate licensed, right? So prior to 2018. And I rarely talk about real estate when I'm on the baseball fields or in that area. I rarely do. Yet, because I'm top of mind, people associate me with real estate in that area. All right. And the reality is that not until last year did I start seeing real estate conversations directly about buying or selling real estate come to fruition. Okay. So from from 2018 until 2024, end of 23, took 5 years.
Yeah, it takes time.
Okay. And now it's a consistent mind share. Well, oh yeah, you're associated with real estate. Oh yeah, you're at Keller Williams. Or hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. Or I think I need a bigger house. Right? Can you answer some questions or whatnot? Like that has started to become like consistent now. So it takes time. So find something you're passionate about, and how can you build a real estate pipeline, build an environment, and how can you benefit in your real estate business while it doesn't even feel like work, right? It doesn't feel like work. Jimmy, you're in the room. I bet you can attest to this, right? You have a lot of involvement in all kinds of things in your church and whatnot, right? And yet, how often do you talk about real estate specifically in that environment? If you weren't asked.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll bring it up and write off. I'm not forceful with it.
Right.
I will bring it up in conversation.
Right.
Something that may be useful.
Yeah. Right. Right. And yet, how many people are now starting to associate you with real estate in that environment? Yeah. Right. I love that. Yeah. Awesome. What else you got? All right. Anybody else in here that can attest to that or has already started doing something like this? Or examples?
Even with the foodies we include the kids, and so we did an Easter one, we did a Halloween one, and it's everybody bring your own thing. Of course, we do drinks and things like that, but it costs us maybe $100, and you're being the connector, you're bringing everyone together. Oh, what?
No.
Oh.
Oh, he's trying to raise
Or
the
we
point.
do happy hours. So we're like, hey, Talyard just opened up. Who wants to go to happy hour? And so everybody, oh, I want to go. And then we do pictures, on the group, and everybody's like, oh, we missed that one. So they get FOMO.
Mhm.
So, and it doesn't cost us, it's free. I mean, not free, but we'll do appetizers, it's cheap.
Yeah, I love that. Vamshi, you just walked in the room. I think we've had that conversation prior, right? About focusing on a hobby or something you do with your friends or whatnot regularly, and how we can build a pipeline through that, right? What was that? Do you remind me again?
Bourbon and barbecue.
There we go, bourbon and barbecue.
Oh, bourbon and
I
barbecue.
took a note of that while you're saying do something for the community that you enjoy and
Yeah.
want to be part
Right.
of.
So if you're in Telfair, Vamshi's about to get you drunk. So make sure you're there. Yeah. 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 And fed. Oh yeah, and fed. That's true. Yeah. Awesome. I love it. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll connect with you to see how to do that.
I love it. All right. Anybody else has started building this or has built this in their interest, hobbies, or community?
I'll say this real quick. We play basketball every Sunday.
That's yeah.
Greg has been, he's a little hooper over there. Yeah, so we've been playing the same group of guys for the last 2 years. And we'll have conversations, but a couple of times now, before people are because I'm the one that's opening the gym. I'll make a big old plug, right in front of everybody, and it's turned into a couple of deals now. And hey, just so you're aware.
I love it.
because of me.
Oh, like it's like a joking, not joking kind of thing. Yeah, I love it.
That's how. They do it unless you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It's the continuous, oh, it's Jimmy, oh, it's Jimmy, oh, there's a sign, oh, he's on Facebook. It's all those things, seeing you over and over again, you have.
It's
they
gaining
have-
mind share,
Yeah.
and you need that more than ever today. Okay, that is absolutely true. Okay, so I want to take this a little further. Why are we having these conversations about getting strategic? All right. So the other part was do the work. Okay. And I asked you guys about like who's been in the business before 2020.
Do you want me to sit down or?
No, you stay in here. You good. You're going to share some more stories, right, about what we talked about yesterday. And the reality is, right, is there's a reason why at family reunion Gary kept saying, "Do the work, do the work, do the work," is because the reality is in a stable market, you literally have to do work. Okay? It's not just post and pray, stick a sign out in the yard, and all of a sudden you have 5 offers. Or it's, you did a couple of open houses maybe on the weekend, and all of a sudden you got an offer that your seller was willing to accept. Those days are starting to go away. Okay, that's for sure. How many of you are already feeling it if you have listings right now? I know she is, right? Yes, absolutely. Listings are, for lack of better terms, sitting. All right. Is that a problem? You can say yes, that's the easy answer, but the reality is that not necessarily. Okay? Not necessarily, because that's the norm of the market. If you're prior to 2020, we didn't bat an eye if your house was on the market for 60 days. Because the reality was that's just how long it took to sell. The reality. Okay? So just get comfortable with that could be a possibility. All right? So again, because of that, the consumer is looking for expert guidance. So how can you be prepared to be that expert? All right, let me get you a couple of stats that I looked up right before the team meeting, just so everybody's aware, okay? I looked up months of inventory for Fort Bend right before we started the team meeting. What do you think it is? Okay, I hear a 3.4. It is exactly 4 months on the dot. 4 months. What does that mean? Well, yeah, but what does the number 4 signify?
Balanced.
Yeah, we are in an absolute, what we call balanced market. Balanced market. It is no longer a seller's market per definition. We are in a balanced market, all right? We have almost 4,000 active listings in Fort Bend. Okay? 4,000 active listings in Fort Bend, which means the listings are still out there. Okay? So for anyone to say, well, there's no business out there is not accurate. Okay, and yet there's 4,000 sitting. Now in Sugarland, it's also 4 months of inventory, and there's 441 active listings in Sugarland alone. All right, and if we look at Missouri City is actually 4.7 months of inventory. All right, with 519 active listings. All right, so this is an ongoing conversation, and there's a chance that we might see some of these numbers increase. All right. So again, number one, how can you be that expert that can guide your clients? I'll give you a good resource. It seems so simple, right? But number one, start studying the market regularly. Studying the market is not, oh, I have to have a listing appointment, so let me go do a CMA on the property. That's not studying the market, right? That's taking 15 minutes to go analyze before you go the property. No, study the market. A great resource for you when you're having conversations is actually nar.realtor. Okay, nar.realtor. They update every month with graphics and all kinds of information that you guys can utilize in your conversations. All right, to study. So nar.realtor. Create and execute a marketing plan. Create and execute a marketing plan. It's easy to say. We've been saying for years, oh, this is my marketing plan. This is my marketing plan. But in the last 5 years, how often have you actually had to use it? Not all of it. That's for sure. Right? Sure, you've been listing houses for a long time. Prior to 2020, what did you have to do on a listing? Yeah, well, that summarizes it. A few things. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, you went into MLS. I'm going to repeat everything you say so they can hear you. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right.
What's interesting about that, which is going to be a knock on a lot of agents, and I want to make this clear. First 30 phone calls I made, 5 agents picked up their phone.
Okay.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know, we're here to sell homes, not to text people or not to have somebody on the other side say, when if I'm available, I'll let you know. And not even return phone calls. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so that was not me. And surprisingly, men answered their phone more than women did.
I know, right? No, I'm just kidding. All right, keep going. Yeah, whoops. Let's cancel that last 10 seconds. Yeah.
Going further, it's the seasoned agent that started answering their phone. Okay, so.
It's an interesting correlation.
Why am I not in business? My question is, are you answering the phone?
Ooh. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Same.
That's what I feel I need to do to go ahead and go further with my.
Absolutely. It's do the
And
work.
there's also constant contact is out
Yeah.
there. And give them the information. It's $45 a month.
Okay. Yeah. Constant contact.
Constant contact. Let them know when you're having an open house, or let them know when you.
There is no sound on online.
There we go. It should work now, Anu. Right?
Thanks.
You're welcome. So again, these are the kind of activities that you're going to actually have to do, right, to sell these properties, right? Or even vice versa on the buyer side, right? The big thing that, okay, so the other thing that Sherry actually alluded to that I wanted to take the conversations were, and that's actually my next one, right, is what expectations are you setting for both sides, buyers and sellers? Because the reality is right now that seller expectations are still out of whack, for lack of better professional terms, right? The buyer is just not willing to pay what the seller expectations are now. And are we having the right conversations, right? You've had a few of those, right? Have those conversations. Tell us about one.
Yes. So I listen to the market. I know a lot of you people in here. I listen to James Shaw, Pivot Shift Ahead. I think Tanya, you're part of James Shaw.
Yeah.
So I listen to that in the morning, and they give me a lot of good ideas, or he gives me a lot of good ideas on conversations that you should be having with your sellers right now. And one of them is and just by seeing the market, my listings right now, they're not getting as many showings. I'm not getting as many leads. They're really slow and dead. And when I talk to sellers now, it's like, we don't want to price in the market right now. Like, looking back at the prices, they're not the prices that are going to be today. We want to price ahead of the market, or else this property is going to sit. And it's just having that that conversation up front and setting up that expectation that we're not pricing high. These properties that are sitting have already priced your property for you, and we need to be competitive and price below that.
Yeah,
That
right.
number.
And when we're researching some of these numbers, the reality is that when we're looking at sold data from even 2, 3, 4, 6 months ago, is that is not a valid number for today, right? And if we go by those numbers and we use our quote unquote comps, sold comps, we're probably going to be chasing the market today.
Yep.
All right, meaning that every time we make a price adjustment, the value of your home just went lower. Okay, so how do we stay ahead of the market? And that's the reality. So when you're doing these in the conversations when you're having with the sellers, your better case of action would be using the active listings on the market. How long have they sat? What price point are they at? Because that's a better gauge for you than sold data from even 2 months ago or 3 months ago potentially. Right? Make sense? All right. Anything else you want to add on that, on expectations with the sellers?
I think communication with the sellers is huge, and letting them know every little thing that you're doing, no matter what it is. If you're doing a Facebook campaign, let them know I did a Facebook campaign. This is how many leads I've got. This is how many people I've talked to. This is how many showings we have. At least once a week, communicate with them what's going on. Because if they reach out to you first, that's like, they
Yep.
should not be having to reach out to you. You should let them know what is going on all the time. Because when it gets quiet, they get scared. Everybody, it's uncomfortable and it's scary for them. So as long as you're in communication with them, some of them are a little tougher to deal with, but communicate with them and just let them know what's going on.
I love it. I'm not sure if you're reading my bullets from here or
Oh,
not, though, but
no.
no, it's just perfect, right? So when we talk about setting the expectations when you're having a conversation with the sellers, right? One of those is, okay, this day is our weekly update no matter what, right? Sure, I might have conversations with you on a spur of the moment that happens throughout the week or whatnot, but our weekly update is going to be Thursday at 5 p.m. Right? And every Thursday, you're giving like what's been going on, what you've been potentially doing, and most importantly, what the market's at right now this week. All right. These are just knowing that a property could be potentially 20, 30 days, 40 days or more on the market potentially. These expectations need to be set up front. Make sense? Right? And then of course, that's where you're also explaining this part of it is when you're creating the marketing plan, this is what I'm going to do. Hey, we're going to start advertising the property beforehand, right? Pre-listing, and then we're going to go active on the market, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is how we're going to market it, and just make sure you're executing that plan. Yeah?
Yeah.
Examples or anything?
Examples about my marketing
Yeah,
plan?
sure.
I always do a coming soon, of course. I think coming soon is important because it just lets everybody know that it's out there. So we're doing coming soon, list on a Thursday, open house, do a launch open house on a Saturday. And then, we always do, of course, professional photography. I'm going to start doing a video for every property. That's coming up because I think we're going into those times. So I'm going to do a professional video for every property that I get. It doesn't matter if it's 200,000, 900,000, we're doing a professional video for a property. And that's just maybe going to set me apart from other agents. I don't know, but so that's one of them.
Okay.
I always tell them I'm going to communicate with them on Tuesdays in the afternoon. That is my day that I'm looking at things. I have a new sheet that says it has everything laid out for me. I follow a lot of things on Facebook and things like that give me ideas. So it's a sheet for sellers. It says we had an open house. This is how many people. It just kind of lays out the stuff for me of everything that I've done for that property. We do Facebook campaigns, Instagram campaigns. And that's all right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else have anything else to add over this topic? Since we had a few people chime in.
But I am going to piggyback off of what Sherry, what she said, and it is communication with the agents. You have to communicate with other agents. You both want the same thing. You just have to work together to bring it together. And so communicating with that other agent, sometimes they don't. I know it's super frustrating, but just this communication and having a conversation with them to get both people to the table, it's important.
Love it.
Your agent matters.
It does. Well, I mean, we could have just ended the meeting 20 minutes ago by saying the agent matters, right? This is, how are you going to separate yourself from everybody else? Because guess what? That's what the consumer is starting to look for now, right? They're not looking for just any agent that, hey, what's the biggest break I can get? Okay, because now it's going to matter, right? The competency of the agent is going to matter. All right, otherwise their properties are going to sit or they're not going to be able to get anything under contract. All right, so again, be that agent is the whole point. All right, get creative, build a pipeline, have as many conversations as you can, and keep pouring into yourself to be that fiduciary, right, and to be that resource. Cool, awesome. Well, thank you for being with us, Tara. Appreciate it. Hope that was value for you guys today. All right, let's get our partners here to help back us up and share with us some wise wisdom and data to help you guys be that fiduciary. What's up? How are you? Yeah, all right.
Well, I want to do that too. Okay.
Clap for yourself.
All right. Hi, guys. Dale let me go first, so thanks for the honors. My name's Christina. I'm with Majestic Title. How many of you guys just absolutely nerd out over title insurance? I'm talking, you love to read the title commitment from cover to cover. You're so excited when you get that title commitment in your inbox and you're like, yes, this is it. Okay, yeah, I don't expect y'all to do that because I don't do that and I work for a title company. But I am here to educate you guys and get you hyped on when you do see that title commitment and what is in it. Of course, there's always, I passed out this, so if y'all have the purple sheet, you can take a look at it. These are common title endorsements that you will see in the title policy. So of course, there's the standard exceptions and coverages that our lender is going to require and just the title policy itself. But did you know that you can add extra endorsements to your title policy? Like you don't have to be a basic title policy. You can be like, oh, over the top, you know?
Yeah.
None of us are basic agents. So we don't want to give basic title policies, right? I made some notes. Some of the extra endorsements that you can get that would cover your clients would come into effect when a neighbor's property has creeped over the boundary line. You've got an irresponsible mineral owner that has caused some damage to your property, or a previous owner built a pickleball court in the backyard in violation of the HOA. So what does this mean to you and how do you build this into your business when you are speaking to your clients and you're talking about title? It's important to ask them what types of coverage that they might need in the future and what they're going to be doing with the property. So if you want to talk about some over-the-top title policies and add a little riz to your next deal, please reach out to me. Thank you, Christina with Majestic.
Thank you, Christina.
Yeah, go. Now you're going to ask me something I'm going to have to answer on this stupid sheet.
So you said like the HOA, for example.
Yes. Yes.
So how do you add that to your title policy?
It's not on here. It's an extra endorsement. So yeah, these are the common endorsements that you see. I would have to ask Miss Karen Van Holten which one that is. But no, just there are some things that people can do. Yes. Well, when you're speaking an opening title, you just say, hey, I want to, explore extra endorsements. And this is what my client plans to do with the property. It's an investment. They want to have a chicken coop, like all the things. So yeah. Other coverage could be, or an exception could be, building a pool. Some people just build pools and easements and they don't really care, but they don't think about the resale factor and what would happen if they go to resell that and you're, in an easement. Are you going to fill the pool in? Well, no, but we have to build something around that to take exception to it to be able to sell the house. So, yes.
Now, with everything that's going on with taxes and insurance, I would say that the chief agreed to taxes and insurance be automatic.
Correct. These are common title endorsements. I'm speaking specifically about extra endorsements that you can add. Yeah, and the other question that I get, these are common endorsements that are seen on your title policy. The other question I get is how much are these endorsements? It's kind of like going to a fast food restaurant and asking for nuggets. We're just upsizing to the full meal. You're just getting a Coke and fries with it. So in the grand scheme of thing, it's maybe $20, $30 per endorsement if you're adding that on. It's not hundreds of thousands of dollars. So cool.
Cool. Thank you, Christina. Appreciate it. Who's up? Oh, Brandon. Great. It just
It is
went,
great.
it
It
just
is
went
great.
downhill.
No, we went up. Okay. Okay.
She's lost her voice.
She did. Riley has notes, voice notes. Yes, vocal. Yes. So she says, "Hi everyone, it's Riley from Fidelity National Title, working alongside Nicole Goulet. I'm a business development manager at Fidelity, so my job is to help you grow your business so you send us your contracts. Fidelity is a national company with offices all over the greater Houston area. You tell me where you want to close and I will make it happen. I'm talking to you, 1.2
Oh,
million
oh, she
dollars.
just edited that. That's awesome.
We have training in different platforms and programs like Fidelity, Agent One, Breakthrough Broker, Remind, and more. The QR codes are on my sign for all the signups for Fidelity Agent One and the links to my Instagram, at Riley at Fidelity. Let's schedule an appointment for a training next month when I'm cleared to yap again. In addition, I am in the midst of a CE social media intensive. That class is on Thursday, May 15th, next week, and it will be a Canva advanced course with Becky Ray from the CE Academy. Sorry, Greg. Well, it's in the text. I'm reading the teleprompter.
Oh, he said, sorry, Craig, in the text.
Yes. I am a resource to you all. Please reach out with any questions. Scan my QR code with my Instagram, and all my contact info is there. In addition, my cards are hidden all around this office. Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Awesome.
I think I'm done.
All right. Thank you. All right, Riley. Hope you feel better soon. Man, you're just getting attacked all day today, aren't you?
See, we elevate.
I know.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Kind of keeping up with the theme of Sherry and Jimmy. You all need to let everyone know what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Being a real estate agent, this is what I do. How many of you answer your phone when you don't recognize the number? What's up?
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. So are you guys secret agents? Do you know that every morning
No,
at
no,
8:30 in the morning, there is a little powwow with the front staff, and they make phone calls on birthdays? How many of you received a phone call on your birthday? How many of you did not on your birthday and wonder why not?
I did. I got a call. It was really cool.
Well, congratulations. It's a fantastic thing. It's amazing how many people get called and don't even have a voicemail set up.
Yep.
You've gone to voicemail. That's ridiculous. Everyone needs to know what you do. You can't tell when a phone call is coming from a potential client. How many people travel, move from somewhere else, and keep their same phone number? When you want to buy a house, it is sometimes a spontaneous act. I'm just going to call the next person on the line that's going to answer the phone. You're doing yourselves a disservice. Go on your phone, set up a voicemail, learn how to check the voicemail, but respond to it. Everything's in text. It'll pop right up and give you a text message of what was left on your voice. You're missing out. It's a great point for you right now to potentially gain some more business. Let people know what you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You'll be really surprised with how many either, oh, this person's voicemail has not been set up, or this individual's voicemail is full.
Absolutely.
We get them all the time.
Yeah.
Barbara's gone now, but
We're here to help
test
you.
that, yeah.
We're going to be sponsoring Red Day tomorrow, bringing
Yes.
breakfast for you all. Come prepared to work. You'll get a photo op, but let's get a little work done too.
Yes, that's the
You got it.
principle. Remember
Thank you,
the
guys.
cause. Thank you, Dale. You got it, Joe.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm James Acosta. I'm with Farmers Insurance. We are y'all's insurance partner. We too will be represented at Red Day. Dale's going to do breakfast. We're going to do lunch. That's kind of what we worked out. So we love Red Day. Today, following this team meeting, we are hosting a class for you guys, and it is called How to Prepare Your Real Estate Transaction for Hurricane Season. So hurricane season begins on June 1st. And for those of y'all that have been in real estate, you may have experienced challenges like moratoriums, maybe your listings get, their roofs or other things get damaged, or you're working with a buyer who the home that they're working or looking to buy has been impacted by that storm. We're going to cover all of that so that we can create, like Nimesh and Tara were talking about, that experience that you guys are looking to create, that buyers and sellers are looking for in this market right now, because you do want to be able to differentiate yourself from your peers. And so, yeah, we're going to have lunch. Grab something to eat. You guys can stick around here. For those of y'all on Zoom land, we'll be doing it via Zoom as well.
Cool.
But we would really love the opportunity to chat with you guys about that. I see a hand in the back. Were you raising your hand? Oh, forgive me. Okay, great.
Awesome. You
Nimesh?
said 1 o'clock, Jay?
It's at 1 o'clock.
All right,
Yes,
1
sir.
o'clock right here in
Yeah.
the training room or on Zoom. Cool. Awesome. I love it. I hope y'all got some value out of that. Reality is, guys, you got to put in the work. So go do the work. Enjoy lunch. Be at the class if you like. We'll see you also. And Red Day. We'll see you tomorrow.